and Assalamualaikum. My name is LIYANAZAMSHAH. Today I would like to share a topic about gender and feminist theories. The first one that we're gonna talk is women in development. In ensuring that development runs smoothly, the role of women cannot be ignored. The contribution of women from various aspects of life such as economic, social, political, and leadership in most countries of the world is very dominant. Let's see this topic in context of human resource development. In order to achieve gender equality and better development outcomes, first of all, we have to take advantage of gender inequalities and stereotypes. And then we have to work in the environment, and then we gonna transform to achieve our goals such as create systems that support gender equality or strengthen and create equitable gender norms and dynamics. As you can see here, there are 6 actions that we can take in order to achieve gender equality. Before that, SDG stands for Sustainable Development Goals. Okay, the first one is end discrimination against all women and girls. 2. Eliminate violence against all women and girls. 3. Eliminate all harmful practices such as child marriage. 4. Recognize and value unpaid care and domestic work. 5. Ensure women's participation and leadership in decision making. 6. Ensure universal access to sexual and reproductive health and rights. Let's go back to the basic of feminism. Feminism is philosophy and movement that are started by Lady Mary in Enlightenment era of Europe. This idea developed after the women less fortunate than men in social reality after the American and French Revolution. In 1785, a scientific community for women was first established in Middelburg. The word feminism was first coined by utopian socialist activist Charles Fourier in 1837. Next, we're gonna talk women involvement in career. As we can see here, Jordan 1976, education can change the behavior and thinking of women such as increasing the age of marriage, encouraging a positive attitude towards family planning, exposing women to the urban environment and luxurious living, and increasing the prospect of women to work outside the home. Blake 1980. Women's involvement in the world of work is often associated with low levels of employment, and women are usually given tedious tasks in the production of goods. Next, Nick Safia Karim 1990. Change in the pattern of women involvement can be clearly seen starting after independence. Noraini 1996. Women's employment is becoming increasingly important in government service, especially public administration, education, and defense. In theoretical approach, Noraini Haji Idris 1996. When women enter the labor market, they as a group of genders have to compete with men. The job market in Malaysia has changed to encourage women to work from home and help organize their daily work. However, employers are of the opinion that with a family-friendly policy, it may encourage employees to avoid work and cheat their working hours. The limited demand factor for women causes them to concentrate on certain types of employment only. In human capital theory, segregation is assumed to occur due to difference in educational background, skills, and training between male and female workers. Next, we talk about feminist theory principles. Women have something valuable to contribute to every aspect of the work. As an oppressed group, women have been unable to achieve their potential, receive rewards, or gain full participation in society. Feminist research should do more than critique, but should work towards social transformation. Next, the history of feminism is often described in three temporal waves. The first wave occurred during the 19th and early 20th centuries. It involved some of the foremothers of liberal feminism such as Elizabeth Cady and Matilda Joslin. The second wave occurred during the 1960s and 1990s. It unfolded in the context of the anti-war and civil rights movement and the growing self-consciousness of a variety of marginalized groups around the world. The third wave is considered as the time frame from 1990s to present day. Mystifies earlier feminists as many have reclaimed lipstick, high heels, and cleavage in addition tattoos may adorn current-day feminists. This is the key issues experienced by radical feminists. They are reproductive rights for women, including the freedom to make choice about giving birth, having an abortion, using birth control, or being sterilized. Evaluate and then break down the role of traditional gender in private relations as well as public policy. Understand pornography as an industry and practice that can be dangerous to women, although some radical feminists disagree with this position. Criticism of motherhood, marriage, nuclear family, and sexuality questions how much our culture is based on patriarchal assumptions. Next, we go to radical feminism. Emerged since the middle 1970s, have a view of the state as neutral ruler between the interests of different groups derived from the theory of state pluralism. The female body is the main object of oppression by male power. Women tend to be inside the country only as citizens rather than as policymakers, so in this case, there is equality of women in politics or states. This term refers to the feminist movement that sprang out of the civil rights and peace movement in 1967 until 1968. The reason this group gets the radical label is that they view the oppression of women as the most fundamental form of oppression, one that cuts across boundaries of race, culture, and economic class. This is a movement intent on social change of rather revolutionary proportions, in fact. Okay, then the next topic is socialist feminism. Socialist and Marxist feminism feminists believe that family maintains patriarchal and class inequality. It serves capitalist agenda and is obstacle and women struggling for equity. Marxists saw capitalism and modernity as the main enemy. Women are like men oppressed by capitalism, and hence the interests of men and women are not crucial different. Socialist feminism emerged as a form of criticism of the Marxist feminist movement, which explained that patriarchy exists before capitalism and would not change when capitalism collapsed. This theory is a set of logically related statements of propositions which describe certain phenomena. The theory of equality of men and women as well as the movement for the rights of women. Feminism is an understanding to realize the low position of women in society and the desire to improve or change the situation. Emerge to criticize the study of men in order to transform structural pressure beginning since women realize the pressure as a movement. Creates difficult because inventions are paid cheaper than men and this tends to split and weaken the movement. Apparently, sex is biological determined division of sex attached to a particular gender. Gender perspectives are often overlooked in studying development issues, especially in relation to international political economic activity which is also gender activity. Bhakti PD, women tend to be more inferior than men, especially in traditional agrarian society. They placed men at the forefront and excluded women. Ismail Ma. Until the 17th century, European society still sees women as incarnation of the devil who is a tool to seduce human beings, and even at the beginning of human creation, women are flawed or imperfect. Liberal feminism fights for complete gender equality through social, political, and legal means. And lastly is a conclusion. The contribution of women began to be recognized, and women were given formal education, and even women were given the confidence to hold higher positions in a job. Today, women continue to advance in their careers to be able to compete with male employees in any field, as well as in different forms of work such as flexible employment. Hopefully, women are stronger and greater in facing competition with men in all fields of employment, especially flexible employment in the future. The reality of inequality between women and men in various spheres of life has been the starting point for the emergence of various lawsuits that stem from the demands for equality of treatments between women and men. The end. Thank you and Assalamualaikum.